Oh, hello lighting. That's really not great exposure. Why am I so pale? What are you doing to me? That's better. Still look insanely pale. Oh well. Hi guys and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to do my April favourites because it's now May. So April has been, so I know what my favourite things were in April, and I've never done a favourites video before, so I thought now is the time to do one. So I have my list of favourites on my phone, so I know what to tell you. I'm going to start off with makeup, and I've also got some music and some TV as well in there. Yeah, so let's just get started. So for makeup and beauty wise, one of my favourite things has been this Tarte in Bloom palette, which I picked up in March when I was in San Francisco, and I have been using it ever since, as is evident from my Pretty Little Liars tutorials, because I use this in every one so far I think. The last two of those videos will be coming soon, I just need to film them. But I've wanted this palette for so long. Honestly, the colours in it are absolutely stunning. There's a few kind of glittery metallic-y type shades, a lot of mattes, and I love matte shadows. And then also this really dark shade down here, the dark brown, it's like a chocolatey brown, it's almost got a little bit of purple in it as well, is stunning. I love it so much. I'm so happy I bought this palette. And honestly, I can't describe what it smells like, but it smells incredible. It's almost the same scent as MAC lipstick, so somewhere in between vanilla and chocolate I'd say. I still look really pale and I don't know why. Honestly, I promise I'm not this pale. Like, this shoulder is still like sunburnt from when I was away, and I just look pale. I look like a ghost. I don't know what's happening. So one of my other favourites that I also picked up in San Francisco is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I wear liquid eyeliner every day to work. And honestly, this is so nice. I normally use the L'Oreal Super Slim Liner, but this is just as good. It feels almost, I think it's more like a brush than a pen on the end, but it's really nice. I've been creating some really nice cat eye looks with this one, so I'd really recommend, if you don't have this one, go and try it out. So another new favourite is this Smashbox palette, which, can we just appreciate how cool the packaging is? It's like, I don't even, it's like holographic, I love it. Anyway, this is the Cover Shop palette in a Blaze, and the colours inside are just gorgeous. They're kind of reds and bronzes, golds. I'm wearing this on my eyes today and I absolutely love it. I wore it, went to the filming of a TV show up near Covent Garden last week with one of my friends. She invited me along to it and I wore this on my eyes and I absolutely loved it. Another April favourite is this lip scrub from Dior. It's so gorgeous, and honestly, when you use this, it's kind of like a balm scrub hybrid and you don't need to wear anything else on your lips. It's such a nice colour. And then another favourite is this BB Seaweed mask from Lush. The girls in the Lush shop in the same like area of town as the shop I work in came in and gave us all face masks, which was really lovely of them. And I picked this one out of the ones they gave us, and honestly I used it the other day and it's so nice. My skin looked really good afterwards. Like, straight afterwards my skin looked so much better than it had before I put it on, and I've been having loads of skin troubles over the last few weeks, mainly because Easter happened and that means chocolate happened, which means Katie's skin has basically exploded and the sun has just gone in. So sorry that I'm no longer a ghost, but you can actually see the real colours of this video now. So that is all for my makeup favourites. So now I'm going to get on to my, let's do Netflix favourites. So obviously Pretty Little Liars is back for the final half season. I'm really happy, I'm really upset, I don't know what's going to happen, I don't know who AD is, I really want to know, but I also don't, because that means it's going to be the end of the show. As you can probably tell, I'm obsessed with Pretty Little Liars. I've already done 3 makeup tutorials for it. I'm going to do the other 2. I've just got Aria and Alison left to do. If you haven't ever watched Pretty Little Lies, go and watch it. Honestly, it will, well, it won't change your life, but you'll be addicted for life. Another show I have been watching on Netflix, I've started watching it, I haven't finished yet, is Girl Boss, which is kind of loosely based on a true story of the woman who started the Nasty Gal clothing company. Really like it, it's a really funny show actually, so I'd highly recommend going and watching that one. Like everybody else, I'm also loving Riverdale. I don't know, it's just amazing. But I feel like Riverdale and Pretty Little Lies are quite similar. However, in Riverdale, I'm not overly fussed about the mystery behind it. I kind of just like the friendships and stuff in it. I think it's a really good show, and I think the actors are really good as well. The last show I've been loving on Netflix is Person of Interest. This isn't a new one, but me and my mum started watching it, and it's basically this guy has built this machine that basically watches everyone, and it's set in New York, so it's watching everyone through CCTV, and it knows when something bad is going to happen. So the government now own it for like tracking down terrorists and stuff, but this guy has a back door and it kicks out people who are in dangers, not your national insurance number, but basically social security number. So good, honestly. I want to know if any government actually has software like this. I think it's incredible. I would not mind the government spying on me 24/7 if it meant that everyone was being looked after, if that makes sense. Anyway, this guy is working with him and they go and save these people whose lives are in danger, and it's a really good show, so I'd really recommend going and seeing that. Then I'm moving on to my music favourites. In terms of music, I have been loving the Chainsmokers album. That's really good. I started listening to that a couple of weeks ago. It's called Memories Do Not Open, and it's really good. My favourites from it are Break Up Every Night, that's such a good song. Don't Say, Something Just Like This, and Honest are all really good songs, so I'd really recommend you going and checking out that album. I'm really confused though, because they only seem to have one album, and Closer isn't on that album. And it doesn't seem to be on any other albums, because they only seem to have one album, because I'm listening to it on Spotify. So if anyone knows why it's not on this album, please let me know, because I love that song. I'm confused why it's not on this album. So my next music favourite is a band that I actually hadn't heard of until this month. So one of my friends asked me if I'd go to a concert with her for a boy band that she liked, and I'll be 100% honest, I listen to boy bands, but I'm also very sceptical about new boy bands. I love One Direction, I love 5 Seconds of Summer, they're my two favourite bands, I love the Vamps, but I'm very sceptical about listening to new boy bands. But anyway, the concert wasn't very much, and she got like meet and greets as well, so she went and hugged them all, and I just went in and had a photo, because I was like, I don't know who these guys are, this is going to be really awkward if I go up and hug them. So I just went in and went in on her photo. And it was near Leicester Square, and it's a band called Over Atlantic, and honestly I was really surprised. I really enjoyed the concert. It was so good, and they released their EP this month as well, so I've downloaded that, and that's also really good. I'll leave the links below for anything that I mention. Yeah, so on that EP there's 4 songs, and my favourite is Likes Me Like That. Such a good song, really like it. If you like boy bands, go and check them out. Another music favourite is, as I just said, I love One Direction, they're my favourite band, all-time favourite band. Obviously Harry's come out with music this month. I'll be honest, Sign of the Times isn't my thing, but Ever Since New York is right up my street. I love it. I've had it on repeat, it's such a good song, and his performance on SNL of Ever Since New York was incredible. So if you haven't seen that song, if you've only been listening to Sign of the Times and you haven't heard that one, definitely go and check that one out. Another favourite new, well not really new, I don't know how long this song's been out for, maybe a month or two, is Issues by Julia Michaels, I think that's her name. Love that song. Again, it's so good. I don't have many describing words for some reason today. Anyway, I'd definitely go and see that song because I love that one. And my last favourite for April is basically, I got it at the end of April in Sainsbury's, and is this water bottle. And it has fluid ounces up the side, so you know how many fluid ounces you've drunk. And I've wanted one of those water bottles that has times up the side for quite a while, so you know how much you're meant to drink like each hour. And this is pretty much the same thing, it just doesn't have the times. But if you drink 2 of these bottles a day, then that is your daily, like how much you're meant to drink a day of water, which is good. So I'm really, really loving that bottle. I've been taking it to work. Although someone explained to me why it has a handle, because I'm quite confused about the whole handle situation, if I'm honest. Anyway, those are my favourites for April. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you did, and I will see you in my next video.